Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Duck Life series. Last time we beat the first game, the Origin version, which included some balance changes. And today we're starting with Duck Life World Champion, the second game of the series. Harold. Just seems like a good duck name. Hey Harold, what's up? Oh, nice crown. Where'd you get it? Only get one if you're the champion racer. Then I must become the champion racer. I guess that's our story. Alright, so we have a new stat, climbing. And energy seems to have a higher cap than others, or it's just a presentation thing. Let's check the shop. Max level in stats is 20, and we start with that hat. Okay. Let's click on train skills. Check out the train running minigame. It appears to be basically the same thing, except with more variety of what the little obstacles are. Okay. That is a weirdly round watermelon. Of course, we could be viewing it from the side. It's a Jigglypuff as viewed from above. Interesting that we have actual, stat caps until we do races to get money. I guess they saw that you could literally just do all the training at the start of the game and then just do races in the first one. At the stage of 2 obstacles at a time. We can see slightly more detail in the art. We've got some gradient shading on our duck, and a little more detail in the backgrounds. They're less perfectly rounded. Reach the maximum running level you can be right now. Jeez. In one try. Okay. We got 27 coins. Let's try swimming. Appears to be the same thing, but we can get coins in this minigame now. Neat. Yeah, you can touch the bottom of the obstacles. I honestly didn't realize that. In the last game. I got greedy. Only level 5 from that one. Jeez. Yeah, like I said, it takes some time for these games to get deeper. There are a ton of minigames in the later games. They are selling points on the Steam pages. Oh, I got caught on it. I'd rather just hit the cap for now. And probably just absolutely destroy the first race. So... Okay, let's just buy some more energy levels. Oh yeah, it definitely has a higher cap than the others. Okay, let's check out flying. Avoid hitting anything. Oh, we have actual obstacles now. So it's basically swimming, but with the mouse control. That only got me 1 level? I guess you do get more XP as you level this skill up, because it starts the initial velocity. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. I'd like to reiterate that The first three of these games, at least, are completely free-to-play Flash games. Initially, you can just buy like the trilogy pack for like $2 or $3 on Steam, because they're preserved in Unity now. Alright, let's see. The new climbing skill is left and right arrows to jump between each side of the canyon. Try not to get caught on various ledges, avoid the obstacles, try to collect the coins. Oh, this is actually kind of a neat one. It's still basically the same as swimming. Well, now you have more obstacles. Or more constant obstacles. Alright, let's see here. Oh, we've got more tiers of races this time. It is actually more coin efficient to buy the regular seeds. Oh, and there's no cap on energy, it seems. It's just not time efficient. Alright, let's enter the Scottish race. Oh, you have to do them in order now. That's kind of lame. But alright, cliff jumping. Tiny bit of running. Bit of flying and bit of swimming. Huh. You got a little bit of almost everything. Well, you get all the original stuff, I guess. Oh, come on. So close yet so far. Alright, let's get to flying. Oh. That was kind of funny. It's like, oh yeah, you are over your cap for energy. Now that you're doing an actual training minigame. Alright, let's just get 20 and everything. And then we'll see if we can compete in the Tier 2 races at all, too. Because, I don't know. I'd like to see how far I can get without dumping money into the stat caps. It is admittedly a strange limitation. Okay. Wait, no. No, don't waste it, Harold. Swimming. Yeah, I know. Might as well get the coins so that I don't have to spend as many. Or so that there's less chance of me being, in trouble because I don't get enough from races or something. Dang it. So close to finishing the level, too. Why did I jump? Because it was that was calculated. Yeah. I'm just gonna do that now. Yeah, part of why I'm doing these games is, The retail games get weird. Just stick with it, even if these basic Flash games aren't that interesting to watch. They certainly get interesting. Oh, you can turn midair. Alright. Let's go. You can do it, Harold. Or I guess I'm Harold in this game instead of a duck trainer. I don't know. Intro was weird. Let's never speak of it again. $50 and a new paint job. I don't know why we're painting a duck. Oh geez, it requires more than the initial stat cap. I like the rolling. Yeah, this is new to me because I don't remember playing this game. I guess you're kind of intended to use that money to immediately bump up the stat cap. There's probably enough money just in the races to max your stats. Or to max the stat cap, but probably not for capping your energy. I think that's where your minigame money is supposed to go. Dang it. Alright, let's give it another try already. I feel like it's also inefficient to grind stats while the cap is low, like 20 and 30 and 40. Another 50 coins. Let's go ahead and raise that cap again. Area final. Oh, this is not looking good. Yeah, no. No. That is not going to work. We've got plenty of stat cap now, though. I wonder what the final cap is, because I don't think it's going to be 150 this time. Yeah, flying minigame, less terrible in this version. I still don't like how it's entirely dependent on your actual level. If I get to 10k, then I'm gonna just drop because I'm pretty sure that's gonna get me to 50 or whatever the max is right now. Whoops. Oh, I already got to 50. Okay. Raise the cap again. And let's get to the worst minigame. I do think climbing is better, it's more interactive, and again, it's not based exclusively, or near exclusively, on the level you already have in the stat. And then it's weird, because then it kind of plateaus into giving 3 levels each time. Maybe it's just a bit slower to ramp up this time. Oh no. Just beak first into the rock. Also, I just noticed how sharp this duck's bill is. Alright, hopefully 60 will be enough to start steamrolling. Alright, I'm gonna stop there so I can raise my cap again. Because the less flying I have to do in the future, the better the future looks. There we go. Want to maximize the coins I get, so I can raise the cap even more. Seven more levels at my current coin amount. You thought you could prevent me from front-loading my grinding, huh, studio? Trying to keep people from getting overpowered? Well, take that. Flying is slow enough that I can grind up so many coins during it. Slow enough to level, I mean. And I'm going to level the max up again. This is absolutely hilarious to me. Boom. Let's see. It does appear that the total cap is 150. First, let's go ahead and do the area final. because I got, a good chunk of extra running. But I want to see how ridiculous flying is now. And then once I reach the cap of or the level cap in general, I can just start pumping my completely bypass the swimming area. Oh no. I don't have enough energy. Enough energy. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, 15 is... Okay, so let me see. 15 gets me 3 levels. Five of these gets me 3 levels. This is actually way better. I think. Alright. Cap is 90. Let's get back to flying. Like, this is just the best way to level a stat and raise the level cap, it seems. Just because of the ratio of XP to coins. I don't know what I thought I was doing there. Okay. The era of flying is over for now. Let's work on running. We don't need to worry about swimming. Just running and climbing. For this first race. I'm going to be at the level cap in this game faster than I was in the previous game. Because in the previous game I was just training what I had to. Here I'm training what I want to, to get an obscene amount of coins. I thought the game was balanced when they changed skill seed. Oh, that was... You get a lot more XP than I think you do in this minigame. Because that brought me from, 50 to 66, I think. I also find it funny that this minigame is basically a full mobile game right now. I'm not disparaging mobile games as a whole. I loved Regalia Lost. Yeah, look at that. 87. I want to raise the level cap there. And continue to train running. And I'm just going to continue this cycle of getting coins while training a skill to raise the level cap so that it takes longer for me to be content with my training of the skill. Whoops. Yeah, I don't understand the score to XP ratio here. Like, I gain a level by not clicking at all. We haven't finished the first cup and we're at 99 and 100 in skills. Oh my god. Yeah, these games are very short. That's why I feel comfortable at least dedicating myself to playing the trilogy for now. I don't know how long the Stranger games are. Like, I'm just gonna keep it vague what makes them weird till we get there. Because it gets absolutely hilarious to see what the series becomes. And I have not played those bizarre games. So, yeah, we're in... No! Yeah, and then this one takes forever to level up in comparison. I don't get it. I do enjoy the ridiculously high momentum that this duck must be climbing with. I should have gone for that coin, honestly. Coins are incredibly valuable with the stat cap. Wow. Okay, we're gonna raise the stat cap to 110 after this run. Yeah, see what I mean about this taking way longer than running, though? Like, it's really bizarre, the imbalance of stat growth. I'm talking about the balance of duck life. Like it's a freaking tabletop RPG. Or Fire Emblem, since we're talking about balancing stat growths. Or Pokemon, if we want to talk about effort values. If anyone ever wants to talk about effort values, run. Let's go with let's stick with the yellow for now. I just want to note how incredibly close we are to at least getting the cap to the original game's cap of 150. Granted, that's because I'm investing all of my money into that instead of into Seed for energy, but, you know. Like I said, we're kind of front-loading the grinding in this one. Which means that we're basically going to be watching most of the rest of the game. Or I'm going to be watching along with you. But you know what? It's satisfying to crush games sometimes. And this is also me kind of realizing that, hey, maybe multi-part LPs aren't the best for these first two games, so I apologize for the first game being multiple parts, when it really should have been one long video. That was probably just subconsciously to pad my backlog more than to... It was also kind of funny to have that be a multi-part LP, though. And as we know, I am a comedy genius. No. 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 Give me all the coins! Dang it. Oh well. Alright. And lastly, well, we skipped the swimming section for this one, so let's just go ahead and... Wait, no, hang on, hang on. Let's dump the remainder of our coins, really, into this. Well, we can stop at 40 for now. I just love that it completely skips an entire segment of the race. Oh, look at him go! Ah, they finished on screen. Got 100 coins, Scotland paint, and a safari hat. Let's see. Oh, I love that. Stick with the original colors. 2 level cap upgrades, and let's treat ourselves by skipping some clicking. Alright, England. Sewer escape. Oh no, this is entirely swimming. Oh, I didn't really neglect swimming. What? Good thing I grinded up climbing so much, I guess. 50 more coins, leap of faith. Okay, good, those fences are background. I mean, we did have lava in the last game, so my concern is valid. Another 50 coins. Area final. Yeah, we obviously aren't going to neglect any stats for the final race. We're just fine neglecting it for now. Yeah, because swimming is 20 still, I think. Just because it is fairly slow to level. Nice. $100 coins, England paint, and a propeller hat. Pyramid climber. Ooh, running and climbing. Very easy. That is a very broken statue of Anubis. Oh no. You know what? Nope. We're just gonna go ahead and... And max level is 150, as is the max level. You know what? At this point, we only need money for energy seeds. So let's just dump into the big ones. It's inefficient, but we have so much money that's coming in. That's running. I mean, running isn't bad to train up, but it's not what I meant to. I'll still play the minigame as best I can, though. Just have to play a particularly good round and I'll probably be good, but... Well... Nah, it's probably gonna take more than... I got stuck. Yeah, it's weird how inconsistent the score to XP formula is between the minigames. And again, yes, I am talking about this like it's, you know, a proper retail game in terms of balance, just because, well, one, technically this is, because it is part of a retail game pack, but I mean, it was $3, and it's a freeware game ported to Unity. And two, that's just kind of how my mind works, you know? Yeah, that only got me up to 46. What the heck? And it's not even a minigame where, you know, you get faster starts the higher the level you are. Like with flying. Because that at least ramps up. I guess you get a lot of coins this way at least, but I mean... coins are energy. So it is still training multiple stats, although that's the case for all the minigames in this game. Climbing, the least so. Dang it. I probably have enough for the current cup, but, you know. At this point, I'm kind of dedicated to just showing the whole thing with no cuts. And I'd like to just kind of get most of this out of the way, at least. I actually, because of the weird inconsistency of the score to experience, I think this actually is my least favorite minigame now in this game. So much for my ranking holding up. I forget if I said that or just thought it earlier, but... Alright. For now, let's just go ahead and enter the round 2 of the Oasis. Thankfully, my running seems to be making up for my lack of swimming. And area final. I mean, all their stats are way higher. I just kind of figure it's not going to be a problem. Especially because of my flying and climbing. See? Egypt finished. This is going to be one part. Alright, Hawaii, and then Japan, and then World Champion, probably. Cruise ship, yeah, that's probably going to be a lot of swimming. So let's get this up to 100 for now. I did always wish that there was, like, player input during the races to get, like, maybe a small speed boost at certain points. You know, include more player skill in the actual things you're grinding for. Like in the actual Chow races in the Sonic Adventure games that this series was clearly heavily inspired by, you could cheer your Chow on, which would burn up stamina faster and be slightly less efficient on that front, but they would get a burst of speed. Ugh. There's 100. And of course I'm going to need to dump a ton of money into, oh wow. Okay. Let's get flight up. Yeah, I need over 100 and everything. At this point. Cool. Good to know. Except energy, because energy seems to be the least important thing, except in area finals. Yeah, there were a handful of these, like, train a character to compete games in kind of the Flash era. There were different genres. There was, like, Platform Racer, where you still had to, which I kind of count because you had to level up your character to get better stats to even complete some of the stages, even if you were in last place. There was, Swords and Sandals, which was a Gladiator Arena RPG, and then it got weird. Like, there was a Mario Party clone, there was one that was like multiplayer PvP, which did not work well with a slow turn-based Gladiator RPG. They tried to crank up like the fantasy aspect of it, because there was like magic starting the second game, but Yeah, it was mostly just kind of like dark, like, yeah, you're gonna die unless you are very good at training and have a very good build. And there was also RNG involved with how much XP you would get, because it was based on level, and it randomly generated a lot of the battles outside of the tournaments, which was where you could actually die. I played the demo of Swords and Sandals 2 a lot because that was one of the earlier, like, premium indie games, because there was, like, a paid version that the free version would go to the second tournament out of 10. At the time, I was like, well, come on, why would I pay for a Flash game? But looking back, it's like, wow, that was, like... Flash games were kind of how indie games were distributed in the 2000s and early 2010s, aside from breakout hits. So the fact that it was a premium Flash game actually makes sense looking back. Okay, we're capped out on flying. I was just kind of talking to fill in that gap because I was like, okay, we're close enough that we're gonna finish this. Hey, I've got nothing else to spend my coins on. And that's another stat capped out. Yeah, let's just cap the others while we're here. Some of them are gonna kind of suck, but yeah. And then they got kind of greedy with the Swords and Sandals IP, even though it's not one that has like a ton of prestige. It's just one that some people have nostalgia for, like me. It made like a crappy Sid Meier's Pirates knockoff with it. Like I said, there's the board game. All of the games past the first one had the premium version stuff. Like, there's a bunch of them on Steam, and it's like, including a really ugly remake of the second game, it's like, I just want the regular second game, which is available, of course. Swords and Sandals Classic, I think. Like, they just pretend the first game doesn't exist because the second game is just it, but better. Which was the case for a lot of these Flash games. I mean, look at this. The second Duck Life game is just the first game, but better. Or at least with more stuff. Let's see. Yeah, like, I'm very intrigued to see how good the weirder Duck Life games are. Because again, I only really played the free Flash ones. And it was really just the first one, I think. But yeah, Sword and Soul is like the most popular one right now, I think. It's like constantly top of Congregate. Where it's like you do mini games to raise stats to fight in combat arenas. That one is interesting, but like, I don't know, something about it just doesn't click with me. There's a Steam game that I've had for a while. I think I got it like for 99 cents, but I wanted to get around to it, which is it like Crown of the Arena or something? It's a gladiator management game where you manage like a team of gladiators. Which, as I say, I realize is a slavery game. Maybe I'm not going to play that one. That legitimately did not click with me until now. But, yeah, there's a surprising lack of, like, gladiatorial RPGs. I mean, you have the Colosseum, or the arenas in, like, Assassin's Creed, Odyssey, and Origin. You have it in Origins. I don't know if they're in Odyssey. I haven't gotten very far on that one. I initially wanted to LP it, but then realized that game is way too big. Like, it's just bigger than Origins, which was already a very long playthrough. You know, you have, what's it called? There's Gladius and the other one, which there's like a PS2 version and a PSP version, and they have different names, but they're basically the same game. Which are like fighting game RPGs, which is a very cool concept to me. Virtua Quest need not apply. I don't like Virtua Fighter. Oops. This is turning into me rambling about, like, gladiator games, and it's... Do you like movies with gladiators in them? Have you ever seen a grown man naked? I think it's the other order, but, I love web games. I'm sad that Flash games are dying. We're going to see a lot more HTML games, I think. Like HTML5. Or in browser Unity games. Because I don't think web games are going to die. Because that's just an entire medium where Flash player is just... like... It's hard to explain. It's just a means to play games. Alright, let's do climbing and then we'll be good. Let's see. Yeah, like, I know there's a premium version of Sunny, which is the RPG where you're a zombie, although it's only battles. That was kind of my problem with a lot of Flash RPGs. They didn't do anything in the overworld. I need to stop going for coins. Why am I going for coins? Like, Epic Battle Fantasy 3 and the Marduk games are the ones that really changed that. And sadly, we're never going to see more Marduk stuff because the developer just doesn't want to make any more. I think Sunny is actually on mobile now. Because a lot of Flash games got ported to Unity so that they could be launched on mobile. I mean, it's not like there can't be good games or good RPGs that are just fights and menus out for towns and stuff, because, I mean, that's what tactical RPGs are, besides the PS1 version of Rhapsody. But it's just like, it bothered me as a kid because, you know, I didn't really play those games. I played, like... I grew up with a GameCube, so for most of my JRPG time, it was, Evolution Worlds, renting Pokemon Coliseum and Gale of Darkness, and Quest 64. I mean, I have no problem with Quest 64 like a lot of people do. But that could also be because I grew up with it. But yeah, the GameCube did not have a lot of RPGs, or at least not ones that I realized were RPGs. I had no idea that Baten Kaitos was an RPG. It wasn't until we got, we didn't even get a PS2, we got a PS3 that was backwards compatible, that I started playing, like, .hack GU, and I tried and disliked Final Fantasy XII as a kid. Also, I should look at the customizations we have. Let's go purple, I think. Ooh, no, I like that teal. Yes. Oh, semi-final. I don't know what that billboard says. That's probably the champion. God. Everyone's stats were too high for flying there. But yeah, I need to stream through .hack GU. It's just some of the dialogue is embarrassing to like. Because it... DAP. I wish I could get clothes for my duck. Because it was written with, like, you know, a early, mid-2000s MMO. So, like, being called a noob is the worst thing if you're an experienced player. But it's really silly to hear Yuri Lowenthal scream about it. Wow, you don't need, like, even 100 energy for the semi-final. Championship final. I was wrong, that was not the finale duck. I don't like that wall being an equalizer. Yes, continue to skip the swimming section entirely. Oh man, you know it's the champion because he has different colored eyes. I like how it's the exact same course. Just you need maxed stats. Rogue Galaxy was another PS2 one I played a chunk of. I got stuck on like the first real boss. You won, you're now the champion. Click next to see your prizes. There are a lot. You're the champion, but does that mean the game is over? Oh no, there's still more to come. Click the next button to unlock your prizes. 200,000 coins, ponytail hair, Japan paint, crown. Thanks for playing. If you want more Duck Life fun, check out the other games on the App Store. You can just feed your duck infinitely. And you can't go over 150. Alright. So, this has been Let's Play Duck Life World Champion. Hope you enjoyed my kind of rambling about, web games and early RPGs that I played. And I'll see you next time for Duck Life Evolution, which I don't know if will still be a one-part game. See you guys then.